service for me. And at the time, I didn't know anything really about, what a volunteer fire department was or what they did. But, with, a pretty shining example, they demonstrated for me exactly what it is to be a volunteer and to help out their community. And, during that incident, that was really when, the light went off in my head. And, I was, like I said, I was young, kid. I was looking for direction and what I was going to do with my life. And, everything lined up perfectly. And the firefighters there had encouraged me to join the volunteer fire department. And, it was a month later, I was there meeting with them and submitting my application and, starting to really understand what it meant to be part of the community and to give back to my community and try to, do something similar for my neighbor when it was, their turn to call 911 is what they had done for me when it was my house on fire. So, there's a variety of reasons that, got me into the organization. But I think what kept me in the organization was like I'd mentioned, the camaraderie. I've been very close friends with the same firefighters that were on the department when I was 19 years old. We still talk to each other on a weekly basis, and it's that lifelong bond that you develop with people that you've been on some really tough incidents with, and we were there together, and afterwards we still stay in contact with each other, check up on each other, and we still go hunting together every year. We still go hiking together or fishing together or whatever it is. There's definitely a sense of a lifelong friendship that developed in the organization. And the thing is I can't ever walk away from it. I really I think that my life is pretty well defined by some of that service and some of that friendship, and then and I think General Alkire had mentioned it earlier, but being a true community member and providing service, and it defines what I do and why I do it. So I feel strongly I want to be part of the solution and make the best fire department we can and provide the best service we can for our community.
Very, very well said. One last question for you. So if I was a young man or woman listening to this podcast and I heard this and I called in and I'm kind of interested in joining, in one sentence or two, what would you tell them maybe to potentially help them join?
Reach out, find your local fire department, reach out and get involved and ask about how to join. It's best decision of your life, in my opinion. It's something it's a lifelong rewarding career that I'm always receiving more benefit than I can ever attest or put any true value to. It's every time I show up to work, I enjoy doing what I do. I'm not a volunteer anymore. I'm now full-time administrator, but I still get tremendous amount of joy out of what I do, and I spent over 20 years as a volunteer and loved every minute of it, and it's one of the most important decisions of my life was to join the volunteer fire department, and I highly encourage everybody to get involved and you'll learn service to others is the most important thing in all of our lives. It's the valuable and rewarding thing that we can do is provide service to others. So there's no better opportunity than to join the volunteer fire department and be part of your community and give service to others.
I agree very much. If it's serving in the community, volunteering for the fire department or in the military, I think it just makes you a better human. Thank you for sharing that, Chief Cooper, and thank you again for having us here today. So that brings us to the end of this first podcast, Serving the Wyoming Way. Thank you both for being here today. It was a very important conversation that we needed to have. And thank you for anyone that's listening out there. If you have questions, please reach out to your local fire department. Or if you're interested in Sublette County, who would they reach out to, Chief?
Thank you for asking. So reach out to Sublette County Unified Fire. You can reach us in our headquarters. Our phone number here is 307-367-4550. And give us a call anytime. And we're not here, leave a message. We'll get back to you as soon as we can. And please, I highly encourage anybody and everybody. We're actively recruiting firefighters, and we sure love to have you.
Thank you so much. And thank you for listening. Don't forget to subscribe wherever you listen to your podcasts and share with your friends and family. Thank you for listening.